This video will demonstrate how to create a new content page within the content management system. So the first thing we want to do is go to Content and then Content Management, and then from here we can see a list of any existing categories that have been set up, and by clicking on the name of one of those we can then drill in and see any content pages that fall within that category. So to create a new one, we just click Create on the right hand side. And the first item we need to fill out is the page title. So the page title will appear in the HTML title tag and will also be displayed at the top in the tab or at the top of the browser. The next field is the virtual file name. So this will make up part of the URL. So the URL will contain the category name, and then it will be followed by the virtual file name. So we can't have any spaces in here. So we also have the option to override the page template. So there's 3 levels here. First of all, there's a default page template for the content management system that can then be overridden on an individual category. So any content pages that fall within that category can take that page template, and then we can further override that over the category and add a specific template for a specific content page. So the keywords is just a comma delimited list which will make up the meta keywords tag. The narrative will populate the meta description tag, and then we also have the option to type in a description for the individual revision. We can also mark certain content pages to be published to the sitemap or alternatively not published. And then on the right hand side we can select a category that this content page will be applied to. So because on the previous page we had clicked into the website category, that's been selected by default. And lastly is the content itself. So using the editor we've got 2 modes. The first one by default is just a design view. So this is very similar to Microsoft Word. We can just type in content here and use some of the tools in the above toolbar, make things bold, change the style or the color. Alternatively, we can go into source mode by clicking source, and from here we can then type in HTML, which gives us a lot more flexibility and power to really govern how the content will look. So as an example, we can paste some sample HTML in here, and the next step is to just save the document. So we can see that the content page has now been created and it's currently available. So if we just click in to that content page, we can see some of that metadata that we added. We can also see a revision list here. So each time the document is checked out and checked back in, this list will continue to grow and we can go back and see past revisions. Now because this is a newly created content page and we don't have any authorizers on the category, it's now in an available state, and to see the latest version of the content page we can click on this button here. So we can see this content page is using our standard eMark IT demo template, and here is the HTML that we added.